Sugar City Morning Show.
Sugar City Morning Show. A most pleasant, beautiful, lovely, lovely, great Wednesday morning. Good morning to one and all. Good morning to all our fellow Belizeans. Everyone in this beautiful jewel of ours that we call and we know is Belize. Nortivision Channel 10 coming to you from Orange Walk. Yes, the way for Orange Walk with the sweet, sweet place they call Sugar City. You know how that Sugar City came about, right? We'll leave that for another day because sugar there, yeah, sugar there, and the real sugar there, you know. And the next sugar over to try bounce the other day, he never bounce seen, but the sugar there. So we want to say good morning to everyone out there. Good morning to the doctor in the house already bright and all. As we say sugar there, the duck step in, you know. You know, but folks, it's a wonderful, beautiful morning, a wonderful, beautiful day today. And it's so yeah, it's so enjoyable to be with you while we sit and wait for that big aguacero, what I said me I yesterday. Remember I said the tropical wave me a pass yesterday. It never passed, maybe it passed a different era, but we never feel it. But nevertheless, folks, we will bring you the latest weather forecast from the Belize Met Service right here on your show today. And we are looking and seeing what is happening in the city, but myself and Dak will have more discussion on the robberies that keeps on happening in the city. You know what, folks? It have moved from the main area in the south side, and the robberies are going on downtown Belize City now. They are robbing the establishments, the shops, the businesses. Yeah, they are robbing those areas in the city. We will be talking about that this morning and other issues that we have to discuss with you. Pick up some points from the election and boundaries yesterday, so we will touch a little bit on that, how the process is expected to work. But this morning, as you all know, we want to say good morning to Mr. Emmanuel Martinez as well. Hoping you're doing fine, great. Enjoying. Boy, I see one video yesterday for Puerto Vallarta. I never know that place so pretty. Serious, I saw a nice video with them in the show on the news, on one of the Spanish news. Morris, that place pretty, boy. It's a very, very nice place. I hope to go to Puerto Vallarta one of these fine days, because the place is so beautiful and nice. To you folks who are watching the show this morning, once again, good morning. If it's nighttime and you're watching the show, it's a repeat. We're not live, but you can watch the show until it finishes, right? So, folks, at this time, we will go over to San Pedro Isla Bonita to Delvi this morning for Delvi to share with us that special prayer for today on this great Wednesday. People call today the hump. They say when the week starts Sunday, people go to church Monday, they start to work. But they say they got to work Monday, they don't feel too ready for work Tuesday. But they say once Wednesday pass, then pass off the hump over Wednesday. They say once Wednesday gone, you could say you could almost complete the week. But what about your life? Think about your life as well. Not only think about, hey, I wait to make Wednesday pass, make a pass, this pass of the week, this part of the week pass over the hump, then I go into Thursday, and Thursday, then Friday. Yeah, thank God it's Friday, then weekend come. But think about yourself as well. But it gives me great pleasure this morning to welcome Delvi. Delvi, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Cheke. Good morning, Orange Walk.
Good morning. Are the run off this morning, girl?
Well, sometimes the lead discussion good. It's good to listen in, so then I'm not catching up on the TV, so yeah, it's always good to listen in.
Yeah, I was sending a link for the YouTube, so you can see it on the YouTube.
Okay, all right, Mr. Cheke.
Yeah.
So how is the morning?
Girl, yesterday the weather report said what tropical wave may have passed the country. Well, we never feel it. Yeah, I don't know if we don't feel it at San Pedro because the situation this morning is the tropical wave has crossed the country and a significant decrease in moisture expected during the next 24 hours. Anything may happen at San Pedro like storm and rain as well?
Rain, yes. We get some rain last night and part of this morning, but no breeze, just the rain. Oh. Nothing too extreme.
Well, maybe that we're friends at the south and the west, the coast areas, right. They must be feel it. And I wish that big tropical wave and a lot of storm and a lot of rain and something pass over Guatemala, like how them people suffer with this volcano right now, girl.
I know if it cooling down a bit.
Yeah.
Cool down the temperature.
Yeah.
So well, we just have to keep them in prayers.
That's true, that, girl Delve. So we want to ask you to lead us in prayer this morning.
Okay, Mr. Checking. All right. Thank you, Lord, once again for this day. Thank you for blessing us and preserving us throughout the night, for filling us with the breath and the gift of life. Thank you that we are able to breathe, to see, to hear, to smell, and may we never take a moment for granted. And I pray that you keep filling us with more of you and less of ourselves, that as we go about our day, that we acknowledge that without you we are nothing. Without you we are nothing. So I pray for all those who may be ill, for all those who may be lost, for those who are even confused, Lord, that you have your way in and through them the way that only you can. And I pray for divine blessings upon this station, upon each and every person listening, Lord, that they may be enlightened by you, because apart from you, we have no good thing. So I give you thanks for this day. Be with us as we go through every step of this day, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, amen, amen. And thank you very much, Delve. Delve,
yes.
How is the last part of the school year going for you as a teacher and your class?
Well, to be quite honest, I already want to be in holiday mood, but we are still going there, counting down, and I guess the kids are feeling it as well, but it's been good. I won't complain, but some of them are already in holiday mode, like, Miss, when we are done with exam, because we don't want to go here, go there. So that's the mood right now at school, just counting down, especially for the kids.
So they are taking exams right now?
No, we are going to be taking exams next week. We will start.
Okay. And it goes up to the 29th when schools when we come to the end of the school year, right?
We'll close.
Yeah. Well, all the best to yourself.
Remember, they need to...
Yeah, they need to get the report card and everything. Well, all the best to yourself, Delve, your family, and the kids all the way there in San Pedro. And thanks so much. And we hope to hear from you once again tomorrow morning.
God first, Mr. Chicken.
That's right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That was Delve all the way from San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. Always good to have a discussion with Delve. But at this time, folks, we check in with the Belize Met Service. The general situation is saying here that a tropical wave has crossed the country and a significant decrease in moisture is expected during the next 24 hours. The 24-hour forecast, sunny with some cloudy spells today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated over inland areas this afternoon and then over the south this evening and tonight. The winds are blowing east at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state is moderate. Let's take a look at the temperatures in the coast. 31 Celsius, 88 degrees Fahrenheit for today, and tonight it's 27 Celsius, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's come home now to inland. For today, it's 33 degrees Celsius, 92, so today we'll be having 92 degrees Fahrenheit, and tonight 24 Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In the hills for today, 28, 82 again. 28 Celsius, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The number not play no true. Alright, because a lot of time this 28 and 82 come out, And in the hills it's 21 Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Advisories, alerts, watches, warnings, there is none. So we're free to go to the sea today and have fun, Go out in a little boat, but we must always be careful. The outlook for Thursday and Thursday night is for a few showers and thunderstorms developing late during the day over the inland and continuing during the night, mostly over southern and coastal areas. Let's take a look at the tides. Low tides at 9:50 this morning and 10:35 tonight. High tides at 3:12 this afternoon and 4:33 tomorrow morning, and the sun will rise tomorrow morning at 5:17. It will set today at 6:25, and the moon will set today at 11:53 and rise tomorrow morning at 12:36. We'll certainly like to thank Angelia Guy for preparing that special weather report for us right here this morning. It's exactly 12 minutes now, 12 minutes after 7 o'clock. And at this time, folks, we will be taking a short commercial break. We got the doc in the house. Y tenemos que hablar con nuestra gente en español también. Entonces vamos a agarrar una pausa. Y cuando regresamos, vamos a regresar con el doctor Homero Novello. So we take a short break, folks, and we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Michael Teos. I'm a Diginet customer. My internet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 of us are actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while they're buffering. So it's been excellent. For myself, normally I have to do proposals. I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, maybe just the music while I'm doing my work likewise too. Prior to sign up for Diginet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my Diginet plan. Since switching over to BTL Diginet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to be wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending everyone to sign up for Diginet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
Diginet is now available in San Pedro, Northside Belize City, Ladyville, Belmopan, Orange Walk, and now Placencia. Coming soon to Belamas Phase 1 to 4.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
A fast and reliable internet connection is crucial to the success of any business. That's why we at Pink Boutique chose DigiNet. Not only is it affordable, but it is service we can depend on to keep our business running 24/7. Plus, our DigiNet business plan allows us to stay ahead of the competition. For only $99, we get a dependable fiber connection at super fast speeds. Visit your nearest BTL office and ask about how DigiNet can enhance your business today.
DigiNet is now available in San Pedro, Northside Belize City, Ladyville, Belmopan, Orange Walk, and now Placencia. Coming soon to Belamas Phase 1 to 4.
Freshly extracted local honey. Perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize.
This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore Southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historically rich Maya, and our illustrious Southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious Southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned Southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
The first 2 phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project, from the Belmopan Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town, has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first 2 phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Sorry, pardon. A most pleasant, beautiful morning. Going out to all out there in real life. I want to say good morning to the Doc. Good morning, Doc.
Morning to you, morning. Yeah, I'm the one that has the fresh cold, you know. Not you.
How you sleep last night, Doc?
Boy, slept good. I mean, I tell you, slept like a baby. When you have somebody that takes care of you, I mean, they say, cuando se enferma, uno está más pesado se vuelve el muerto.
Yeah, you sleep with the eyes closed or open, Doc?
But you know what, I watch a lot of news. I was, kind of late looking at what is happening in the United States with President Trump.
Yes,
and what's happening all over the world with Guatemala. In the Middle East with Iran and Israel and all these things, watching our news to see how we're flaring up in this little world, because no one can say little because it's at the tip of our fingers.
That's true, pero sobre todo, Doc, queremos saludar a la gente que habla
español,
como tú hablas.
Pues sí, un saludo para todos aquellos que nos ven todos los días y que la verdad hacemos el esfuerzo para traerles el programa en español a toda mi gente en el área de Orange Walk North, todas las 9 aldeas que vemos, a la gente también de San Felipe, Guinea Grass, San Antonio y lo demás. I mean,
we have an early call, Doc. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Morning, Cheque. Good morning, Mr. Novello.
Good morning, sir.
What's your name? Just want one lead time where you place there.
Yes, man. Go ahead, sir.
Congratulate. Yeah. I just want one lead short time to congratulate and thanks to the Dr. Osorio. I'm calling him special Dr. Osorio.
Yeah.
Check this Sunday, I never feel good and I down at hospital. And man, I never feel like I'm gonna make it, and Dr. Osorio came to me, and there and then the next thing the man tell me, you will be admitted, and they admit me in a hospital. And I come out yesterday, and they had one lady, doctor, where they over up and they went check the ward and stuff. And the nurses, man, check it, these people, they are very loving, man. Look at the lone way they tend to you, then they talk to you, then they question you and things, and they answer. And praise God, yesterday evening by 12 o'clock, and they sent me, get me testing and everything, and by yesterday 12 o'clock at the one, I feel good. And I wish to thank them about it, man. They are doing an exceptional job. Everybody, I think, loved them. The nurses then, and the nurses then, because every afternoon they come and put injection in at the drip where they had me on and thing.
Okay.
And I really thank them for it, man, because why I make a really fast discovery. But you know what I observe? When you come out of the hospital, right near the front of the taxis, which are the taxi stand there, when you come out, if you come out of the hospital and you make one right turn, check that place up there, man. You want like a big patrol upon it. The whole responsible for that place, the town board, and the town board, the mayor there somewhere, they see about multiplication election or the convention. That's the place, the business to look after it, that the hospital, our part, and the running 60 plants, about 60 people to carry them at the ultrasound place. And it need to be do something about it. Make the accident easier for the place, I take them 1.5 years and fix them, that whole one, lot there right there. Right front of that big school.
Yes.
Close by the hospital. That in our place to be hospital. You know what I mean? And I say I must call about it this morning, man. I called because this is the only way that we're going to look after it. But the place needs one urgent repair. You got some ugly holes that you can pass right from there and you see for yourself and you say, yeah, well, I throw this man here to tell me.
Yeah, well, I know that home back here.
Yeah, well, I thank the doctor and the nurse, man.
Yeah.
And the doctor, they don't make you feel that way because I get right there. So, you're not going to say I will be admitted. And I thank the doctor Osorio. I thank you, man. And the lady doctor, I don't know when, and I know I'm not supposed to be on YouTube and doctor, but she was very good because I talk English and it talk Spanish.
Okay.
And man, but and the lead nurse them, and the nurse them, boy, look at the one way they tell to you, don't want the doctor to move down the home.
Yeah, when I see the nurse,
I wish to thank them, and I wish to thank when we staff on the Northern Regional Hospital. The whole of the nurses there.
Okay, sir.
Very kind. Thank you.
Okay, sir. That is very commendable of this gentleman, Doc, because you don't usually hear these type of calls coming in, but the man look like him likes the lean. It's the nurse that tend to say me feel okay, like it don't get better already. You know?
But on a serious note, actually, yes, you say Dr. Osorio is one of our own.
Oh,
and
yes.
that is very important. Orange Joaquinios have the character to be able to transcend the barriers and be able to provide a service and a character to help us, to help our own people. We need more Belizean doctors working with us, and that is my what I have in my heart. We need more professionals like them so that we can, bring forth that good service and help our people. Yes, I have been visiting the hospital myself for several months, not because I'm sick, but, to visit sick people. And I tell you what, they are commendable. Of course, when you notice in the morning that hundreds of people that are there, and when you go back in the evening, you still find some of them still there. I mean, you know that they're doing a tremendous job because they have to go through all these people having all kinds of problems. And some of them, when you don't feel good, sometimes some people even get upset. But I have to say that they have been well trained and our institutions are up to date. And that, yes, we might have our ups and downs, but the hospital, the Northern Regional Hospital, is doing what is best for our people.
Yeah, thanks so much, Doc. And Doc, also, we have a team of U.S. doctors that are visiting, and they were in the village of San Esteban yesterday, and today they will move to Progreso, and tomorrow they go to Caledonia. Then on Thursday they will be moving to San Jose. Así que queremos decir, informar a la gente que esos servicios que están dando esos doctores son gratis.
Yes. Son gratuitos y hay que aprovecharlo porque la verdad van a estar creo que el jueves, perdón, el viernes.
Yeah, hoy van a estar en Progreso.
Hoy en Progreso y después se van a Caledonia y luego se van a San Pablo, San José y posteriormente pues
el viernes.
Sí, entonces le pedimos a todo el mundo que tenga la oportunidad, visite estos servicios médicos, son gratuitos, los fármacos, las medicinas también son gratuitos, y haga de su conocimiento todo esto, porque por favor, es una oportunidad que no es todo el tiempo llega, visítelos, son buenos médicos.
Yeah. And also that Mr. Bruya alluded to about the street area in front of the Northern Regional Hospital, that is an emergency area, not Doc?
Yes.
And all streets, they're not even supposed to have no kind of mean curves around those areas because when the ambulance is coming, it's emergency. When people are taking their sick ones, it's emergency. So the area is supposed to always fix up. And apart from that, Doc, they have a school, they have the Presbyterian school right there, so, so that area there need to be attended to. We need attention in that area, and we want to ask the council, but please look into it. Please look into it, and let's try to get it done.
The thing is this, though. We don't want to be political about this, but sometimes, I have to bend my arm into it. The fact remains that when you have a mayor campaigning in the East, I don't think he has an idea what is happening there, because all his attention has been drawn to the East, that I don't think he's perhaps driving around that area to see that there is a very important need, especially for our Orange Joaquinians who have to access the hospital facilities there. So we're asking on the mayor, Mr. Mayor, please get out the east and go do your job in the Orange Joaquin Town Council. It's important, it's imperative. We cannot live with the streets there, man. When the ambulance exits the hospital, having patients that are very delicate, they have to go through all this bumpy piece of road to be able to access the central road. I mean, come on, it's a disservice to the same people that voted for you. So, Orange Joaquinians, remember, you voted for this man, but he's not doing his job. Are you really happy about it?
Well, you know what, Doc? If the mayor and the town council not really have the time to do it, maybe yourself and the Honorable Gaspar Vega get into something, because that's supposed to be in the Orange Walk North constituents, no?
Yeah.
Get some people together and rally up some people that can do some work.
Yeah.
You know, well, you're nice having you, because you know when the Honorable Gaspar Vega, he do things, he do it with plan.
Yeah.
So when the areas there, you have to plan it out good, make it look nice and beautiful, plant some trees, you know.
That's
I don't
right.
put no weight for you, no, Doc.
No, but in reality, that's the way we'd love to see it. I mean, it's, you know, greenery is comforting to the eye. It's also a way of also making ailments go away. At least you can ease the burden on people that are feeling bad. A beautiful scenery. But the fact remains, yes, that the streets needs to get fixed, man. And, oh man, not because it's Orange Walk North or whatever. It's for the people, the same people that are voting for him in Central and all over town and all over the Orange Walk district. So guess what, Mr. Mayor? Come on, man. Do your job. It's important.
Yeah, and then with the yesterday, the leader of the opposition staged a press conference yesterday. And
I like how you say it's staged.
Yeah. Well, they think that big fanfare, you know, Doc. When they think they happen, you know. And, you know, I believe he cleared up the point to a certain extent when it comes to Mr. Patrick Jason Andrews and Mr. Saldiva. But we heard first from these gentlemen who were saying that they submitted their names to be part of the convention, and they were disqualified. You know, Patrick Jason Andrews said that he believed that he was disqualified because he never supported the current party leader in the past convention. He supported Francis Fonseca. He said that the only thing
he did
when he could feel, that's why they disqualify him, because he never do anything. But and then, well, after he said that, well, he made up a suspension, but his suspension was lifted, and he believed that he would have been qualified by that suspension be lifted, but still, both of them are not qualified, that, according to the leader of the opposition.
Well, I'll tell you something. Johnny had to swallow back what he blurted out after he got cuffed by Said Musa. Because Said Musa told him, you know, if he would have been him, he would allow the two of them to run. He wouldn't take sides, but they had the right to run. That's why Johnny had to go back on his words and say something different. But you see what happens? When somebody has to go back on his words after he gets cuffed by a former leader, means that either you're not the Siwani Guan or you're not a rightful thinking person. So that's the scenario. But then, you know, como dicen en español, a Johnny se le está colando la liebre por las manos, porque se están peleando todos ahí arriba. Valerie Woods está peleando con Mr. Thompson, Jason Andrews y este otro están peleando también contra el status quo. Entonces, Itea ya resignó del PUP y ojalá a Pablo le ofrezca ya que vaya al UDP, porque parece un caso que ya no quiere nada más con el PUP, ya se dieron cuenta que no se puede allá. Y en fin, muchos de ellos también no están contentos y vamos a ver el desastre que va a suceder este fin de semana en East.
Yeah, so the leader of the opposition, when it comes to Mr. Andrews, is that they believe that Mr. Andrews need to do more work for the party. After the election, Mr. Andrews, for whatsoever reason, decided to leave the country and then just came back before a convention. And if he was so interested in the work of the party and wanting to promote the work of the party, then he should have stayed here and worked with the local executive in Belmopan. So the leader say he think that is one of the reasons why he was not recommended.
He says he has a vetting committee, but the way he talks, I'm wondering. But interesting, you know, he gave a press conference yesterday reading from a teleprompter. And I'm wondering how fake Johnny is. He never put any glasses. Huh? So you really need glasses? I mean, what is it that's going on? The fact remains that Johnny seems not to be able to connect. His English might probably be a little, you know, disconnected when it comes to these things. And he needs to read. Well, when you're giving a speech, perhaps you need to read. When you're giving a press conference, I mean, that's the modern Johnny. He can't bring it out of your mind. You have to read. Yeah, but anyhow, the fact remains that there's one important thing that I noticed, that he mentioned this CARICOM business with Cane Farmer, the BSI, ASR, and Santander. When Santander came to Belize and applied for an EPZ license, Santander actually had a market for its product. Nobody will invest millions of dollars in an industry without having a market. Market is, you know, very important. It's at the center of all the investment. So I guess Santander has secured market. But by the mere fact that they're trying to dump white plantation sugar into Belize, into the local market, doesn't clearly say that Santander doesn't have an international market. The fact is that maybe they're trying to test the system, or at least trying to garner some extra dollars from the local economy. Yes, it was wrong. Yes, they apologized. But my God, man, you got to be more serious about companies breaching all these laws.
There are big companies.
We have over 5,000 cane farmers that are crying out, for goodness sake. I mean, just a slap on the wrist is perhaps the first thing, but nevertheless, when Johnny opens his mouth and says, we need BSI, ASR, and Santander to access the CARICOM market, I would want to have a test on the cane farmers, how they feel about this. Yes, government has supported Santander in investing money in Belize, but to what extent are we going to support Santander when we have over 50,000 people depending on the sugar industry up north? I mean, yes, I don't say we're not supposed to support an industry, a company that came to invest in Belize. But remember, we have 50,000 people depending on BSI, ASR, and how many people are depending on what Santander is producing? Got to be make an analysis, a deeper analysis of that. Fact is that they are employing Belizeans to work there, but it would have been better if many Belizeans would have been able to participate in the industry the way they participate here with BSI, ASR. It's something that, you know, with time will be, perhaps time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell. Yeah, that well time. It's 19 minutes now away from 8 o'clock. We need to take a break. And when we come back, vamos a hablar un poquito más en español when we come back. Also because we have the responsibility to speak in Spanish as well. We are in a Spanish community, right, Doc?
Yep, Latino.
Yeah, and we will be speaking a lot in Spanish because somebody say, ¿de qué está hablando el doctor con el señor Briceño y los cañeros? We will touch on that. It's not anything complicated, but Doc will explain that when we come back. So, folks, let's take a short break.
Digicel new all-in-one prepaid bundles. For only $6, you'll receive 500 megabytes of LTE data, 60 minutes of talk, and 150 texts.
No, man. That can't correct.
For $13, receive an insane 1,200 megabytes of LTE data, 75 minutes of talk time, and
I've always wanted a bundle like that. I can't believe it.
Boy, I can't believe them bundles either. What?
You better believe it. Digicel's got everything you want, everything you need, all in one. With Digicel's new all-in-one prepaid bundles, you get no data, more talk, and lots of text. Small, medium, and large packages, saving you as much as $80. Dial star 100# to activate, or use the DigiGo app. Digicel's new all-in-one prepaid bundles. Everything you need and more. The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can whip it scream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in PG, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can hear this stuff, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Get yours now. Remember, the 2018 BTL Telephone Directory is available. Get a copy of this informative and visually fascinating publication, available in regular and mini size. The cellular, residential, and yellow page listings make searching for whatever you may need quite easy and convenient. Get a free copy available at any BTL office countrywide. You can also take the directory with you wherever you go. Simply download the free Find Yellow Belize mobile app from the Android Play or Apple Store today. Log on to findyellow.com for more information. The 2018 BTL Telephone Directory. Get yours now.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
It's now 13 minutes away from 8 o'clock, 13 minutes away from 8 as we continue right here on the Sugar City Morning Show. A lovely, beautiful morning, a lovely, beautiful day. We are in the month of June. That's right, folks. We are in the month of June, and here's wishing everyone all the best for this June. We know in May we celebrate a lot of things. In June, it's graduation, it's Father's Day, confirmation, Holy Communion, a lot of different things happening, especially here in the north. Así de que estamos hablando de la cosa del azúcar con Santander y BSI y todas esas cosas.
Sí, lo que le estaba mencionando es de que el señor Johnny Briceño dice que Santander y BSI deben de tener acceso al mercado de CARICOM. Lo que yo estaba mencionando, que creo que Santander cuando vino a invertir en Belice, en el centro de su inversión estaba el mercado. Entonces ellos deben tener mercados asegurados también. Sin embargo, creemos que hay que mirar más a BSI y ESAR porque hay más de 50,000 personas en el norte que dependen de dónde se vende este azúcar y de los precios que consiguen esta gente. Entonces hay que ponerle más prioridad a nuestra gente, que es más de los que están en Santander. No digo que no, claro, Santander ha venido a hacer una inversión, tiene beliceños trabajando allá y qué bueno, abrió el mercado de trabajo, pero 50,000 personas es bastante. Es que hay que priorizar a veces las cosas para que nuestros hijos acá en el norte no estén sufriendo. ¿Qué pasa? Que cuando baja el precio del azúcar, todos lo sentimos. Yo no soy cañero, yo dependo de la industria azucarera. ¿Por qué? Porque si el cañero hace dinero, todos nosotros que somos negociantes o comerciantes, vamos a hacer unos centavos más. Pero si no, si bajó el precio, entonces también se aprieta un poquito las cosas. Por eso yo siempre digo, hay que darle prioridad al cañero en el norte, porque es el hombre y mujer que trabaja normalmente y que le ha puesto años a esta industria. No hay que olvidarnos de ustedes, cañeros, que de veras son los que han desarrollado el norte y por ende han desarrollado bastante Belice, el país. Porque muchos de los comerciantes en Ciudad Belice, nos ponemos a ver, son intermediarios. Curiosamente, son gente que importan para venderle a los cañeros. Y no son, digamos, gente que se han hecho de dinero por hacer industrias, por poner innovación en un trabajo para tal vez generar ingresos. No, es simplemente importar y vender. Y muchos de los comerciantes han sido así. Sin embargo, ojalá pudiéramos tener una generación de jóvenes que sean comerciantes, pero que puedan generar de sus ideas ingresos y no solo ser intermediarios, como a veces solemos llamarle a los comerciantes de Belice.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, Doc. So we may talk about, yesterday we mentioned to the residents and our listeners that you need to be careful when policemen go to your house and say they want to do a search.
Oh, yeah.
You have to ask them for an identification, you know, and not to move too close to them, because sometimes it's not real policemen. We understand that in Belize City, things are getting very rough with that now, because we reported about the robbery there in Ladyville, that two persons dressed in police uniform went to a residence saying that they came to search for firearms, and when the couple went inside and tied them up and they robbed them. Yeah. Well, on Monday night around 11 o'clock, Spooner's Cafe, which is on North Front Street in Belize City, adjacent to the swing bridge, two persons went in the store and they robbed the owner, Mr. Jeremy Spooner's. He was closing, just when they closed, a man dressed in brown security uniform forced the glass door open and pointing the gun at Spooner's. Then the next one came in, the same security uniform, entered the cafe, and they robbed him of up to $5,000 in different denominations. They also stole his licensed 9mm Glock pistol, so there was a next gun on the street.
Oh, yeah.
That, and these persons are dressed as security officers.
Yes, it's a pity. It's a pity, Belize. I mean, these guys are getting a little smarter than perhaps the law enforcement that we have. But I know and I trust that we have very intelligent people on our side, which is the law enforcement side. that these guys, the perpetrators, will one day make a mistake and they will file for it. However, sin embargo, lo que yo les quisiera mencionar es que sí hay que tener muchísimo cuidado con gente, y como se lo mencioné ayer, hay gente, el que va a perpetuar algún crimen siempre estudia su lugar. Pasa por allá, queda viendo cómo está, tus cosas. Fíjense en este tipo de gente, porque son a ver los que van a regresar a ver. Pero venía una señora ayer, si vemos una persona que pasa viendo, tal vez anda comprando, se anda fijando en las cosas que hay para vender, o sea, sí, claro que sí también, pero por eso a veces siempre hay que siempre tener los ojos bien abiertos, porque a veces regresan y ahora están regresando con uniformes de seguridad, ya no el uniforme de policía, sino de seguridad. Tengan mucho cuidado, por favor, porque tal vez el dinero se puede reemplazar, pero la vida humana no. Ese caso de la muchacha que no quiso dar el dinero, creo que arriesgó su vida. Hay que tener cuidado, señores. De veras, la mera verdad, no sabemos por qué esto sigue sucediendo. La cosa es de que hay gente que no quiere trabajar, hay gente que quiere las cosas fáciles, pero es lamentable. El crimen está llegando a un nivel y ha estado perpetuándose por tal vez un sector de beliceños. Hay que vivir con los ojos abiertos porque, conchas, no sabemos en qué momento nos puede tocar. Lo único, cámaras a veces ayudan, pero no lo previenen. La cámara puede ser una cosa que puede tomar todo el incidente para poder buscar a los que causaron todo ese daño, pero una vida ni la cámara te lo puede salvar. Todo eso es que es un poco difícil. Yo entiendo a los comerciantes cómo se sienten, pero la verdad creo que tenemos que poner un poquito más de precaución en las cosas que hacemos.
Yep. And then after yesterday evening, somebody tried doing a robbery on Albert Street as well, on a clothing store, and like remember last week they got robbed at Hofiest as well. You know, so we just have to be careful. But that we know that the Elections and Boundaries Commission has announced that, and the government has announced that re-registration will start on the 2nd of July. Village Council is next year, right, Doc?
Yes.
¿Qué forma de documento una persona debe de presentar para votar para un Village Council?
Su voter's ID card es una de las cosas que a veces se pide, el voter's ID card, pues tenerlo, y que pues vivas en la aldea. A pesar de todo eso, las elecciones de Village Council tienen algo curioso. En el Village Council muchas veces pues hay gente que busca al individuo, sea de cualquier partido, pero en las elecciones generales la cosa es diferente, cada quien busca su partido. Las municipales y las de las elecciones de las aldeas casi se comportan iguales, pero las generales no, es otra historia eso. Entonces, lo que vimos nosotros, y hay una cosa que quiero resaltar, pero el UDP no está mencionando nada. Cuando oye que el PUP, vamos a ganar la próxima elección, we are here to win, análisis, ya está haciendo todo fanfarria. Ok, el UDP no dice nada. El UDP está trabajando. Y eso es lo más importante. Pero hay cosas que nosotros tenemos que sacar al aire. Y decir, ¿cómo es que Ciudad Belice votó para PUP después de tanto trabajo que se le puso a la ciudad? Millones de dólares que se invirtieron en una ciudad para modernizarlo. ¿Qué pasa? Muchas veces la gente son mal agradecidos. Los ayudan, les hacen de todo, les modernizan calles, les dan hasta lo último, hasta su light bill, water bill les pagan. Y lamentablemente, por una cosa que no haga el IREP, se enojan. Y van a votar por un partido que no ha hecho nada. Es lamentable porque en Ciudad Belice fue un caso así, donde mucha gente, tú no puedes tapar el desarrollo de Ciudad Belice con un dedo.
That's true.
Se ve. Usted llegar a tomar fotos de Ciudad Belice hace 10 años a las fotos de hoy, ustedes van a ver la transformación que sucedió. Que muchos, podrían verlo modernos, se han olvidado cómo era antes Ciudad Belice. En fact, cómo era todo el país. Se han olvidado. Señores, si ustedes de veras no se acuerdan, es triste, porque ningún otro gobierno les había dado tanto desarrollo como lo ha hecho el UDP. Ningún otro gobierno había desarrollado nuestra infraestructura. Y muchos lo clamaban, lo gritaban a todos los cuatro vientos. Queremos calles como lo que tiene Chetumal, como lo que tiene México, como lo que tiene otros países. Queremos nuestros pueblos que se vean así de bonitos, todas cosas sea. Obviamente es un clamor que no solo es de, digamos, de belleza, es necesario, es importante. Y señores, se les ha dado. Seguro que falta más para hacer. Claro, pero no nos olvidemos de que el PUP en 10 años no hizo nada. De veras. Y que el UDP en 10 años ha transformado el país. Yo siempre me acuerdo, la carretera para el sur, el Hummingbird Highway, lo que llamamos el Judge Price Highway, el Southern Highway. El Southern Highway desde Shaibel Gas Station hasta Punta Gorda son más de 100 millas de carretera que se ha hecho. Más de $100 millones se invirtió en esto. Todas estas carreteras, millones y millones de dólares se han puesto. Y van a estar para el resto de nuestros tiempos. Pero no nos olvidemos quién lo hizo. No nos olvidemos quién hizo todo eso. Y el Hummingbird Highway, todavía hay un proyecto más para componer todos esos puentes y mejorarlos. Están los $80 millones que se acaban de firmar para la carretera Caracol. Muchos tuvieron excursiones estos días para Caracol y se dieron cuenta cómo es la carretera o el camino a Caracol. Pero hay 80 millones que va a pavimentar eso. Se va a abrir más fuentes de trabajo en esto. No podemos decir, pues el gobierno no está trabajando. Pero por eso le vamos a quitar la oportunidad a un UDP que está trabajando para poner uno que solo se está peleando por llegar al poder.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Ajá, solo para dice compusieron, queremos Caledonia, camino.
Okay.
Eso, a nosotros nunca nos han compuesto nada. Y nosotros siempre votamos para el gobierno, y nos tiene abandonados.
Ese es cierto, señor, esta es la verdad.
Pongan el camino de Buenavista para Caledonia.
Caledonia siempre soporta al UDP, ¿verdad?
Sí, pero nada nos tiran. ¿Qué pasa con el gobierno? Por eso está bueno que los de Belice le hicieron que le dé más a los negros.
Mami, le voy a decir una cosa. Caledonia tiene su representante de área, mami. ¿Y sabe qué? Este representante en todos los años que ha estado allá no ha hecho nada. Ustedes lo han visto. Pero esta persona sigue ganando. Es como Johnny Briseño en Central. Los que no hacen nada siguen entrando al gobierno. Yo entiendo que el viceprimer ministro Gaspar Vega también extendió su mano a Caledonia, a pesar que Caledonia no está en su división de él, lo hizo y ha ayudado a otros lugares, otras aldeas. Pero no es que se ha olvidado. Un representante que tienen allá que hay que buscar cómo cambiarlo, porque lamentablemente les castiga a ustedes por no votar PUP. Y mire, cuando estaba el PUP en poder, tampoco les asistieron. Y no asistieron a nadie. Nuestro corazón y el UDP sí piensa en toda esta gente que vota para el gobierno.
Pero la cosa es que no podemos culpar a la gente de Caledonia también,
¿no? Porque
ellos siempre están soportando el partido.
Ellos quieren un cambio para ese representante, hombre.
Y solo ellos no lo pueden hacer.
Sí.
Porque pueden ver que las resultas de las elecciones que ellos siempre allá en Caledonia, el UDP siempre gana en Caledonia, y no solo en elección, en Village Councils también, que Caledonia siempre gana con el rojo, pero nada está pasando para ellos, ¿entiendes? Pero no solo ellos pueden electar un representante para esa área, porque hay lugares como Sarteneja, tenemos a Copper Bank, a Calcutta, San Joaquín, Ranchito, todas esas áreas son parte de ese área donde está Caledonia.
Así es. Está Sarteneja.
Y a Sarteneja también.
Sí. Y, yo le digo una cosa, tengan esperanza, que muy pronto van a tener la oportunidad de hacer el cambio. Porque nosotros, el UDP no es como el PUP que se está matando para llegar al poder, que se está peleando para llegar al poder. Ahorita el PUP le está diciendo a todo el mundo, vamos a ganar las próximas elecciones generales. El UDP no dice eso, el UDP está trabajando. Pero sí tenemos en mente y tenemos en el corazón a todos ustedes de Caledonia y todas las áreas donde votan UDP. Porque sabemos que son fieles al partido y desgraciadamente están en una división que su representante no les hace caso. Y nunca les va a hacer caso, se los aseguro. Porque gana PUP, les van a castigar. Gana, bueno, el gobierno hace UDP, pero él es PUP. Conchas, hay contratiempos. Pero creo que ojalá pudiéramos estirarnos un poquito más y a componer esas calles por allá. Lo vamos a tener en mente y a ver qué se puede hacer. Porque es lamentable, yo viajo esas calles también porque ando trabajando por allá y sí me he dado cuenta que está bien deteriorado. Tienen bien abandonado Caledonia. O sea, Caledonia y San Joaquín es un contraste de día a noche. Ciertamente que le hacemos el llamado al representante del área que por favor haga su trabajo también y que se acuerde de esa gente, no porque no votan para él, sino también están en su división y que debe lograr pedir unos fondos allá y humillarse para conseguir las cosas. Es su gente. ¿Ah? Ciertamente que también en Caledonia hay gente que vota para el PUP y también lo está castigando él, pero es lamentable, sí, las calles necesitan componer, muchas cosas necesita Caledonia.
Yeah, Doc, well, we got some text messages, but on that note, we will take a short break, and when we come back, somebody wants to know if Zenaida Moya has gone blue. Let's take a short break, Doctor. We'll be right back after these commercial messages because the time now is exactly 4 minutes after 8 o'clock.
Clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Hey guys, my name is Jerry Badillo and this is my Diginet experience. The reason I decided to sign up for Diginet is because it's fast and reliable. I went to any of the Digicel stores and it was for my 10 megabytes. It was only $99. I got free talk and free mobile data at home. It's perfect. It's perfect for streaming those movies, you know, that Netflix and chill. My entire family, we're all connected and it's so fast. My work is all about working from home, right? And I advertise everything. I need to connect to my clients. When I go live on Facebook, no buffering needs to happen. So it's perfect for me. I need that reliable internet and that is Diginet. I also like all that free talk and mobile data that comes with my bundle.
Yo, you guys, this is crazy!
So it's the perfect experience. It's super fast, it's reliable, and it never drops. I recommend Diginet to everyone, especially here in San Pedro and all the locations that it's available.
Diginet is now available in San Pedro, Northside Belize City, Ladyville, Belmopan, Orange Walk, and now Placencia. Coming soon to Belamas Phase 1 to 4.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
You might have a mom, she might be the bomb, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine.
Las tiendas A&R orgullosamente anuncian la llegada de un gran surtido de artículos justo a tiempo para el mes de mayo, mes dedicado especialmente para celebrar y honrar a nuestras queridas madrecitas. Si buscas fragancias, electrónicos para el cabello, electrónicos para el cuidado de cabello, relojes de mano o artículos para el desarrollo físico, no busques más. A&R lo tiene todo. Y si buscas sobrecamas en todas medidas, toallas, cortinas para habitación o baño, juegos de olla, contenedores para basura y muchos artículos más para el hogar, una simple visita a A&R lo resuelve todo. Tiendas A&R, donde el gran surtido y los mejores precios hacen toda la diferencia. Visítanos en cualquiera de nuestras tiendas: Corozal, Orange Walk, Ciudad Belice, Belmopan, San Ignacio, Dangriga, San Pedro y ahora en Ladyville.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Did you know that if you are an owner or operator providing accommodation for cash purposes to any local or foreign guest, regardless of its location in the country, you are required by law to register with the Registrar Hotels at the Belize Tourism Board? Did you know that Section 27(1) of the Hotels and Tourist Accommodation Act, Chapter 285 of the Substantive Laws of Belize, Revised Edition 2011, makes it mandatory for you to register with the BTB? For further information, please contact the BTB by email, telephone, or fax.
Kenneth Richards, and I'm representing Cellular Plus, where we provide sales for cell phones and cell phone servicing and also TV repairs. We use the net a lot to download softwares and different programs for the servicing of our devices. We needed something more reliable and stable. Previous internet that we've been using had a lot of droppage. Sometimes it was non-existent for a couple of hours. We are a service-minded company and we need to get our products out and servicing out as quick as possible. Now with the Diginet service, surfing the web looking for stuff for customers has improved our time and everything. Software downloads or software uploads, communicating with our customers and transferring large files, and improve our service on a wide spectrum of servicing that we provide. Anyone that's internet-based and service-driven, I would recommend Diginet to everyone in Belize.
Diginet is now available in San Pedro, Northside Belize City, Ladyville, Belmopan, Orange Walk, and now Placencia. Coming soon to Belamas Phase 1 to 4.
A high school basketball showcase took center stage at the first ever event to take place in the historic state-of-the-art Belize City Civic Center. Thanks to the government of Belize, Belizeans now have a massive modern entertainment and convention facility to be utilized by all sectors of society.
I have gone on record to say as well that Teachers' Day this year, which will come in next month of May, will also be here in the Belize Civic Center. All 5,000, almost 6,000 teachers strong will converge here in the Belize Civic Center for a massive event. There is no other place in this country that can hold the kind of numbers that the Belize Civic Center can hold.
Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Doc, before we went on the text, somebody asked about Zenaida Moya, but tenemos un text aquí en español, Doc. And, I want to make you,
Vamos a ver.
I want to see if you could share that.
Aquí en San Francisco hay problemas con los maestros. Hay una maestra que hizo ventas para comprar linóleo y iba a terminar el año y nada. El chairman dio $100 para comprarlo y tampoco lo compró y nadie dice nada.
Es algo para la escuela.
Según parece, se entiende.
Yeah, but Doc, somebody wants to know that the question was asked to the leader of the opposition yesterday if he's aware that former UDP mayor of Orange of Belize City, Zenaida Moya, will join in the People's United Party to run in one of the constituents in Belize City. And somebody just send one text and says that choose Zenaida gone blue.
Really cannot be confirmed because this is something that, knowing Zenaida, she'll probably make a press conference out of that and tell everybody. But I'm seeing Johnny being questioned about it yesterday. Johnny was trying to beat the question.
Some fishing, don't you?
Yeah, like he didn't know anything and was just trying to, get some mileage out of it. The fact remains, though, that if that would be the case, Johnny would pompously have said something about it. Never happened. We don't know.
So what will happen now? What will happen now with the vetting committee, if that should happen?
Yeah.
Because remember the vet against Arthur, the vet against Jason Andrews, and I don't know who else. I think somebody in the Belize Rural North. I think the major or somebody. So if that should happen, if Zenaida would come in to go in one of the areas in Belize City, how will the vetting committee work when it comes to that?
More turmoil.
Yeah,
more turmoil. I tell you what, more anger from everybody. And Johnny knows this. But, sometimes, these things, if they're bound to happen, be like throwing a spanner into the soup.
Yeah.
But Johnny knows better. I mean, he knows how he handles his party for the little time that he has there. Because I'm sure that he might probably be replaced soon.
Yeah. But we hear about this thing with Zenaida a long time, Doc. Yeah. We hear about this thing long time, but we never really made it pay much attention because we haven't spoken to her personally to know what's her intentions. But everybody got a right for decide what they want to do. How they want to move.
That's a beautiful thing about Belize.
Yeah. And she's my friend, and if she does that, well, she will still remain my friend, But, politics is something we're really tough. So, so if she want to go there, well, that is her prerogative, and she knows what is best, right?
That's right. As we understood once, there was I think, was it Boots Martinez or Finnegan had said that perhaps, when he leaves, his post would probably go to Zenaida. But
that was in the Mesopotamia area.
Mesopotamia area, yes.
Yeah, but then we hear Shine came along. Then we hear Perfit was having a little interest. Yeah. But then we don't really hear nothing concrete yet. Finnegan no say if he's staying or he's going, if he's leaving. You know where I know that? By the 29th of this month, who all have submitted, because the entries are open for all 29 constituents, right?
That's right.
So we will know on that time at the ending of the month who will go and who will not go, right?
That's right.
So we need to wait until then to look on that and see what will happen. But as we talk about the re-registration from the Elections and Boundaries Department, we spoke to the person in charge here in Orange Walk, newly appointed here in Orange Walk, and I must welcome her to Orange Walk. You know, well, she's the home. You know, but what happened is we understand that they will try to see if they can do some different little offices over the country, because we know when this re-registration start, Doc, I know yourself will get busy too, because everybody will try to start to get in them people to register. We got a referendum coming up next year, and we also have the village councils coming up. Then after that, we are moving to elections, because right after elections, they look for come in, and nobody want to wait until election call to start to get them people register. So we understand they put up some little offices, but I think as the chief election officer said that these offices will put up for only around 2 months, for the first 2 months, July and August, and then it will go back to normality, you know. And I understand a lot of people will be employed as well.
Yes, I understand there are about 260 change people that will be employed, but I didn't realize it was only for 2 months. But the fact remains that it's you know, some employment for a lot of people, and it's a lot of investment that the government of Belize is doing in this re-registration. They're putting some millions of dollars into it, but yes, they will probably have an extra office for North and Central. The thing is this, that I understand that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but people have to make the effort, if you want to vote for the next general election, to make sure that you get your documents and get yourself registered. It is very important. There are a lot of people that perhaps used to vote in one area who no longer will be able to do that because they have moved to another area to live.
Well, a lot of ghosts and disappear too.
Yes, a lot of ghosts, a lot of diseased people. And in fact, in North, a lot of Mexicans who live on the Riviera will not be voting, because I understand somebody brings them from across the border to Santa Cruz and brings them to vote.
That will no longer?
Yeah, this would be happening again, because these people actually have to show that they, in fact, live in the area.
Yeah, that's why I want to wait until Paula comes here for us to talk to her to find out how strict they will be with this type of situation. Then the diaspora, they want to come in, come vote too, but they don't live that, believes that.
Yeah, that's another issue that needs to be ventilated, because the law says that you need to be here at least 2 months. So, yeah, it's something to be looked at, and we must ask the people from the Elections and Boundaries Commission how this will play.
Yeah, because the diaspora, and you know, that like when election comes, some people, I remember one time I was there at LA and somebody tell me, boy, they gotta believe Monday, you know. I tell them, they go on, election on Wednesday, man. I just go in Monday, stay there Tuesday with my mom, leave it and vote Wednesday, and I jump right back on the plane when I don't vote Wednesday. But see, then people don't live here that. They are Belizeans. Yeah. They don't live here, so they don't know how me and you and everybody in the Lee village and so they live. Yeah. So they come and they vote for the person who, when they live here, that person, they do go to that party, they do go to whatever in the constituents, but they don't live here again for say all the issues. I can't stop them from voting on that, but I just to mention how this thing they out. They got a lot of people there at Cancun. They live at Cancun for that election day and they come in. Remember one time they make a plane the cuff on Cuba. They make a plane the cuff on Cuba. I think that was for the election somewhere in the Queen Square division. Plane me come in from Cuba, and I stand with a girl, I jump on the plane, and I say, you the UDP, you can't get on this plane. You understand? So that thing there become complicated because I may see somebody right there so from Melchor. I mean, they buy all the food out there, so he say, "Pai, pues yo fue en Melchor 2 días antes que la elección. Un partido me dio 300, el otro me dio 300 también." Yo, pues, yo fui a votar. Cuando yo acabo de votar, yo agarré el bus, yo regreso a Orange Walk. Yo no vive en Melchor, yo vive aquí in Orange Walk. You understand? So, we have people from the area where they come in to vote too. I understand the only persons that will be able to vote that is not present when it comes to proxy votes and so are persons that work at embassies.
How about
persons
students?
Students that are abroad studying, they will be able to vote.
Yeah.
But they still need to re-register.
Yes, they do.
Right? The re-registration process comes in play. And that there is a message here that is saying, and this one goes, he said, Checky, I think Dr. Omero should concentrate in the north, how he will recover Ochobenke and the village that win a small margin left PUP and their problems. How will you recover Ochobenke, because Ochobenke is part of the Orange Walk North constituents as well, right?
It is.
Yeah, it's in the Orange Walk North constituents, right? So that's the question. So yeah.
All right.
No está perdido Ochobenke.
No. What happened is that what happened on the election, we already saw what happened. We studied it and everything. Ochobenke is still UDP, is still a UDP stronghold. What happened on the town council election, like I mentioned to everybody, we saw that a lot of the people from the villages infiltrated it. They came to vote. And that's why it shows, but it's a picture that is not the true Ochobenke. A lot of villagers came to vote and they cast their vote. I mean, we have people from San Jose, San Pablo. We spoke to them. Actually, I'm campaigning that side, and I spoke to some of them. So then came to Orange Walk and they got themselves a free license, you know, from the town council, and they were asked to come and vote, which they did. But yes, this puffed up the numbers, and so Ochobenke saw a different picture. But Ochobenke is still UDP. I can guarantee you that. So recovery, no. The re-registration will fix that issue, because all of those people that came to vote there will no longer be voting there. So it'll come back to the same thing.
Yeah, so that is the question. Doc, you look like this person, Pastor Narciso, never really hear. Want me to read this message, I ask you please read it. We don't read it already, but I don't think them hear it, so want to ask you if you can go through this message again from San Narciso, because if I could deal with it, I may deal with it, pero es en tu idioma y solo tú estás bien versed en estas palabras que tiene este texto aquí, Doc.
Oh my God. Right, aquí en San Narciso hay problemas con los maestros. Hay una maestra que hizo ventas para comprar linoleo y ella va a terminar el año y nada. El chava dio $100 para comprar y tampoco lo compró. Nadie dice nada.
Oh, so the maestro, the teacher, did a fundraising to buy linoleum.
Yes, and
they
then
did
the chairman contributed $100.
$100, and again el linoleum yet.
Today nothing has happened.
¿Y ya va a acabar el año?
Well, ya acabó el año.
No, el school ya está lleno.
But then we have to approach him. I think this person, you say in an amicable way, things can be solved. You need to ask the chairman from Sarasi, needs to ask, what is it? I mean, the money that perhaps he gave us, if it's his pocket money or money from the village, he needs to question what is it that happened. I'm sure the maestro will probably have a logical explanation to all these things, because I know a lot of teachers that are honest, and I don't think this would want to implicate or say that she is not. The fact remains that sometimes we need to sit down and discuss, ma'am, what happened? Maybe there was another thing that had more priority than that. You know, sometimes these things can happen, that you're fundraising for linoleum, and then bam, what happened? Maybe something comes up that is more important and supersedes that priority, and so you spend the money there. So no linoleum, but then there's something else where the money went. So, you know, a lot of things could have happened. So I tell you what, the best thing is to have a discussion with her. I'm sure the teacher would be more than happy to lay back the terms on where the money was spent or what has happened, or maybe the money has not been spent, or maybe there's no linoleum that she would want to buy. A lot of scenarios there.
Yeah.
But let's not speculate. Let's just get to the bottom of this. Please go talk to her. I mean, let's not make a big mountain out of an anthill. vayan a hablar con la maestra y por favor, pídanle una explicación. Yo sé que los maestros son, muchos de ellos honestos, pero muchas veces tal vez ella estuvo recaudando fondos para el linoleo, pero alguna otra cosa fue más importante que el linoleo. Tal vez se gastó el dinero ella, o tal vez todavía tiene el dinero, pero no es el linoleo que quiere, o tal vez muchas cosas pueden suceder. No queremos especular sobre esto, pero la cosa ustedes en San Narciso, vayan a platicar con ellos. Los maestros son gente abiertos y que pueden platicar con todo el mundo. Creo que yo no quisiera decir que hay deshonestidad en esto, no creo. Yo los maestros, muchos de ellos, la mayoría son honestos.
Este uno dice que aquí en Santa Cruz, gente del otro lado cruza a votar y van hasta Yo Creek para votar también.
Yo sé, ya sé. He pasado campañando por allá y sabemos qué es lo que pasa. Muchos vienen y viven en el lado de la ribera, son paisanos mexicanos. Y,
¿Son de Mexican?
Sí, por el dinero que les ofrecen.
They don't have no right to vote right there, man.
Huh?
They don't have no right to vote there.
That's right.
They don't know from this country, but I wonder how they get an ID card.
That's right.
You know, I wonder how clean, how accurate the elections and boundaries exercise will be to make sure that everybody that re-register you, so then they call for make you carry a passport or your social security.
Yeah.
Nationalized Belizeans need to take their nationality certificate for not a photocopy, original.
Yeah.
They need to take that. Entonces, esos son los documentos que tienen que llevar para votar. And I don't remember which category that if that the nationalized Belizeans, they need to carry a picture signed by a GAP to say that's the person there in question.
Right.
No sabemos de cuál uno es eso, si es para el pasaporte, el ID y cómo va a trabajar eso.
All right, we cannot speculate on that, Chiquillo. I mean, we need somebody from Elections and Boundaries Commission to come and tell us that. No podemos especular sobre estas cosas. Yo había mencionado anteriormente que necesitan tener el documento con una foto firmado por un juez de paz. Pero vamos a esperar a tener tal vez la visita de alguien de la Comisión de Elecciones que nos explique más a fondo sobre esto, ¿no? Es importante que tengamos la información también bien segura, derecha, para que todos ustedes puedan informarse. Es que sigan escuchando este programa, el Canal 10, para que podamos conseguir esta información, esta gente que nos venga a explicar todo esto.
Yeah, on that note, we'll take our final break of the morning. It's exactly 8:30. And when we come back, we go on our final leg of the show. You're viewing the Sugar City Morning Show, folks. We're coming to you from the San Lorenzo House Inside area right here in Orange Walk Town, right in front of the brand new paved and lighted boulevard. The
Ignacio Vega.
Yeah, Ignacio Vega Boulevard, brand new boulevard, and the big drain, right? Yeah. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Sun, fun, and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by Southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Hi, my name is Michael Tios. I'm a DigiNet customer. My internet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 of us are actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while buffering, so it's been excellent. For myself, now when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, might listen to music while I'm doing my work likewise too. Prior to sign up for DigiNet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my DigiNet plan. Since switching over to BTL DigiNet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending each one to sign up for DigiNet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
DigiNet is now available in San Pedro, Northside Belize City, Ladyville, Belmopan, Orange Walk, and now Placencia. Coming soon to Belamas Phase 1 to 4.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. The time now is exactly 25 minutes away from 9 o'clock. 25 minutes away from 9 o'clock. Today is Wednesday. People say when you pass Wednesday, they're like the week done. But I don't know why, because when Sunday comes, they say they go to church. They don't go to church when Monday morning come. They go home, so they report like half day, and then they go back half day. They're not so productive, so and when they go back the next day at work, they put in only 2-3 hours and they cool out. So how much hours they contribute to the job every week from Monday to Friday when they're supposed to give what, 45 out of that 45? I think most of them must cheat out at least about 10 or 15 doc.
Yeah. I think we make up for them.
We make up for them, you know. But you know, Doc, you know, we live in a nice, beautiful country, you know. So many people has come from different countries to Belize, and when they come, they don't want left fire, Doc.
True, but I'll tell you what, I have a U.S. visa, and I haven't used that for a while. And some people tell me, you know, I met an American friend and tell me, why you don't go to the States? But then he turned around and watched me. Tell him, why I left paradise. Now this is paradise for us. We love this country to the max. And I know everybody that comes here, people internationally would say Belize is a place of holiday. They regard Belize as a holiday place. But oh boy, the jewel is something that can't be changed. I grew up in this place. Eyesight developed to this point. And unfortunately, my parents are not alive to perhaps have seen all the transformation that the UDP has done. Nevertheless, my children are seeing it, and I hope that, you know, they will see far more development with continued support of the United Democratic Party. Because the PUP got its chance 10 years to be able to do something. And I think they just showed what kind of people they are. And they're coming back. Listen how they fight. They're fighting, biting, tearing up one another, just for conventions. I mean, they're fighting to get into power. They're fighting, and they're already saying, oh, they're going to make the next government. Don't worry. We're working hard. We're working hard, and I'll tell you what they say has, that coin has two faces. The fact remains that the United Democratic Party has really put its weight on infrastructure development, but at the same time, it has invested a lot of money on our social programs that we have to tell you so that you don't forget. A lot of people are getting something out of this. Millions of dollars have been put on our social programs. You have the Boost program, the pantry. You have even the students are getting a lot of things. You know, there's a rollover of this $300, which is automatic in Orange Walk and Corozal now. And the United Democratic Party has been the party for education. Remember, they were the ones under the Dr. Manuel Esquivel administration that gave this country free education. And it's the same PUP government, the same Cordell Hyde. When they came into power in 2008, they removed it. And Cordell Hyde became the Minister of Education. What a disaster he did. So still the UDP is worrying about the students. So all the buses that are ferrying students from all over the country to the different institutions of learning in this country is also part of that, the government's commitment to the development of education. So, I'll tell you what, could you imagine a PUP government coming in? The first thing to scrap all of that, because that's what they say. If it was the UDP that did that, we don't want it. We're going to scrap it. So, all those parents, all those students that are benefiting from all these things, man, you better look like start thinking about this. Continue voting UDP. Because if you're a UDP and you want to vote PUP, you're not going to get nothing from there. Huh? It's more likely that you're going to get something, and at least development. When the UDP puts a street or a road or a bridge, it serves everybody. It's not only UDPs, PUP and UDP. But then, like I said, when PUP was in power, they only thought about themselves. But the millions of dollars that they siphoned out of this economy, they made a lot of millionaires.
Yep, and but Doc, like you know, people still have this idea when they look at the infrastructure. Así sí, el país está bonito, todo está bien, pero esas cosas no me mantienen, no me mantienen esas cosas, porque no ponemos no podemos comer las calles, no podemos comer las luces, but like the Prime Minister said that he was very happy when he heard a young man said that, well, then people they say we can't eat streets, but I feel glad that this infrastructure because I get a job and I work and I am able to maintain my family, and by seeing the infrastructure going up in the country, that the infrastructure is not only about jobs, but it keeps the economy alive. Because they have to buy cement, they have to buy steel, they have to buy plumbing material, everything they have to buy for the building. When it comes to fixing roads, you have companies that get those jobs, but those companies have people employed as well.
They hire people.
You understand? So it definitely spread out, Doc. It's spread out.
Sí, como yo le digo a todo el mundo, es gracias a mis parientes ya no están vivos para ver todo el gran desarrollo que el UDP le ha dado a este país. Pero nuestros hijos han visto esto. Yo estoy seguro que van a continuar votando UDP para seguir viendo más desarrollo. El PUP no hizo nada en sus 10 años. Y lamentablemente, ahorita están peleando para entrar otra vez. Pero como yo le digo a todo el mundo, el UDP es el gobierno de la educación y del desarrollo de infraestructura. Es el gobierno que le ha dado más al beliceño en estos 10 años. ¿Por qué? Simple y sencillamente, este desarrollo de infraestructura ha generado empleos, ha generado muchas buenas cosas, ha facilitado la vida de todos nosotros. Nos hemos puesto en una posición para estar viendo el mundo entero a la par. De todas formas, ¿qué pasa? Es de que Belice ha desarrollado este punto y tiene que seguir desarrollando. Nosotros no quisiéramos que se detenga este desarrollo económico que tenemos. A la vez, también este gobierno se ha preocupado de los estudiantes y el desarrollo educacional en el pueblo, en el país. Cuando el doctor Manuel Esquivel era primer ministro, él dio educación gratuita a todos los beliceños, desde la primaria, secundaria hasta la sexta forma. Muchas generaciones de beliceños aprovecharon esto. Y no se olviden que cuando entró el UDP en el 2008, ellos quitaron todo, perdón, en el 98, sí, porque en el 98 entró el PUP, ellos quitaron todo esto.
Pero
y
¿por qué
Cornel Hyde fue el ministro
¿por qué
de Educación?
alguien va a hacer así para quitar algo así que está muy importante, Doc?
Pero el PUP es así, Chequi. Si el UDP dejó algo que está funcionando bien, ellos cuando entran lo quitan porque no quieren que esta idea siga creciendo.
Es como el Obamacare, ¿no?
Así es, así es. Y igualmente le digo a todo el mundo, si PUP hizo esto con la educación gratuita que dio Manuel Esquivel, si PUP llegara a ganar las próximas elecciones, todo eso que se le está dando a los estudiantes, todos esos autobuses están llevando estudiantes al colegio, el $300 se darán a los estudiantes, el pago para sus GCs o CXCs, toda esta ayuda lo van a quitar. Toda la ayuda social, el Boots, el Pantry Program y todo eso que sea, lo van a quitar. ¿Por qué? Porque así son ellos. Entonces, ¿qué va a pasar con toda esta gente? Pónganse a pensar, si ellos pudieron quitar educación gratuita y hacer que nada después, castigar a todo el país en educación, darle, como hizo Cornel, darle becas a niños que eran niños que no podían ir a la universidad, pero dieron beca por la universidad, niños que vivían en Belice, una tragedia. Entonces, la solución está en sus manos. Abran sus ojos, fíjense bien de que la mera verdad, el PUP no es la solución ahora para este país. Si ellos entran, estoy seguro que van a detener todo ese desarrollo de infraestructura que hay por hacer su propia agenda de ellos. Y créame, están hambrientos para el poder.
Pues vamos a ver qué va a pasar en el futuro, Doc, because we want to remind the folks that they need to register as well. Re-register. It starts in July. If you don't re-register, if you want to keep this government, if you want to change the government, if you want a new village council, whatever, you need to be registered because that is going to be your powerful document in your hand. On the day of election, you have the right to decide if you want to see the country continue going, how it's going, or if you want to see change. But you have to re-register because that's the document that you need. But Doc, maybe we can close off with this. I know you live in the East, and this Sunday is the big convention in the East, Doc. And it seems like it's two persons that has big support in the People's United Party are going for this convention. It's not like a giant over a giant or a giant over a smally ants. So, interestingly, when things goes like that, as we saw the one in Corozal with Taya and Dido, the four other persons put together still never reach the amount of votes that Dido got. But this one looked like it can be one very tight situation. And when things goes like that, I know we have a long time before the big election, but when things go like that, then it's almost impossible to like bring their people back together. Look what happened with the one with them. They had the convention with Marcel Cardona and Denny Grijalva and Landy Burns. Landy won that convention. I mean, the one with Elodio Aragon and David Constanza came straight and close. But Elodio Aragon was still able to bring back the people in that area that gave him the victory. Now we have there two gentlemen that is running who are current elected councillors. One is a councillor, one is a mayor from Orange, and they are both running for the constituents to be the standard bearer in Orange Walk East. But we saw what happened in the town council election, that the PUP did very well in the East. So both of them now believe, yeah, well, we could go there and we could do this thing. But I wonder how you play out. You live in the East, that make we hear what happened.
All right. When two elephants or when two giants fight, the grass takes the licking. So they trample the grass, right? The fact remains that it's something terrible that happened. I mean, the mayor, I cannot understand Johannes' mind. Again, perhaps we need to ask Said Musa to cough him on his head. Johnny, why did you allow the mayor to go to East? That's being greedy, Johnny. Huh? Wow, there's nothing happening. Oh, all right. There's nothing happening within the town council. They don't spend all the money. They can't do anything. Kevin want to go somewhere else because he knows he can't shine at the town council. But why didn't they do this to Joshua? Well, it's not something that we should take, sides on, because it's the PUP. You know how the PUP works. I mean, but the fact remains, though, that something like that is very healthy for the Honorable Elodie Aragon, because he's working hard, he's doing all his best for the East, and he's recovering, and he will recover from what happened in the municipal elections. But like I mentioned to everybody, village council and municipal elections are totally different from general elections. However, in this case, when people get divided like that, I think the incumbent, the party that is in power, will have the better say. And let's look at it positively from the vantage point that the UDP can claim back the East. The thing is, though, that people from the East are very intelligent. And let's see, this is a test of the PUP's intelligence. We know the UDP East is very smart. Very smart. Let's see how smart the PUP are.
Well, Sunday that comes, and both gentlemen will have their name up for this convention. And somebody just sent a text Doc and say, make I ask the Doc if he knows if that is an open convention.
I beg to tell you that no, I don't know about that, because in reality, we hear about it, but we are not really researching what is it that they're doing. They're going at one another, hitting one another hard, but we don't know about that. Can't really tell you. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, and the Orange Walk East is well spread out as well, because come away from Santa Marta.
Yes.
You have what? You got Santa Marta, Carmelita, Champagne Ridge.
Champagne Ridge, Palmar. Yeah.
And then you have the town area as well, no?
Yes.
So it's going to be
It's a big constituency too,
Yeah. Yeah. He said, Doc se habla que la economía está mal, pero no es así. Tú no estás hablando que la economía está mal, ¿verdad, Doc?
No. No estamos hablando de eso. Lo que nosotros estamos diciendo es que el gobierno del UDP ha invertido bastante en infraestructura, abriendo el campo de trabajo. Y la infraestructura ayuda a la economía.
Pues está bueno que alguien puede observar que la economía no está en mal situación, Doc.
Bueno, yo les quisiera mencionar algo si tenemos un chancito de la economía. Históricamente, Belice ha elegido diferentes primer ministros para gobernar nuestro país. George Price era un clérigo.
¿Un qué?
Clérigo.
¿Qué es eso, Doc?
Clérigo quiere decir que era medio pastor, medio cura. Era una persona que siguió sus pasos de la iglesia. Manuel Esquivel era un maestro. Fue mi maestro. Enseñaba estadística y física. Physics en St. John's College Sixth Form. Un ilustre maestro. Mis saludos, señor Dr. Manuel Esquivel. Said Musa fue un abogado, y también un buen abogado. Dean Barrow, también un abogado, y buen abogado también. Hay que darle mérito donde se da. Lo que ha pasado en Belice, si nos podemos analizar, es de que se ha se han hecho leyes en Belice, tantas leyes que a veces ha sido difícil de llevar, o sea, en inglés, como podríamos decir, hacerlos enforce, hacerlos police también. ¿Qué ha pasado? Que no hemos elegido ninguna persona que ha sido alguien que mire de frente a la economía de este país. Y hemos visto en el mundo que cuando se elige un economista, son gente que se preocupan por, obviamente, tener ese entrenamiento de economía en su portafolio, se preocupan de la economía del país. Todos estos líderes que hemos tenido han luchado la economía, pero cuando tienes un profesional en el mando como un economista, las cosas sentimos que van a ser diferentes. Y por eso hoy nosotros le quisiéramos decir a los beliceños que necesitamos un economista al mando de nuestro país. ¿Por qué? Porque necesitamos a alguien que se preocupe de la manera como vivimos, de la manera como gastamos, de la manera como hacemos las cosas, para tener un poco más, generar un poco más de divisas en el extranjero y también empleo nacionalmente. Entonces, hay que ponernos a pensar eso. ¿Quién es el economista en nuestro país? ¿Quiénes son los economistas del UDP? Hay que traer a esa gente al mando de nuestro país.
Yep, yeah. Well, Doc, it's 7 minutes away from 9 o'clock, and we're here going to the end of our program for this morning. We'd so like to thank everybody who tuned in. We know they got the faithful persons that would wait for the novella as well. But we want to ask you all out there as well to send out that special prayer. And when you do it as a real prayer for neighbors there in Guatemala, because people keep on suffering every day. This is the 3rd day of mourning in Guatemala.
Yeah.
So we want to ask them that to, send out that honest prayer, because they are people. We are all people. And don't worry, no put this threat that Belize have, because I got a lot of people write a lot of things from Facebook and say about the president, give a message and this and that. And I don't think that's the time for that type of atmosphere to be created right now. You know that?
Claro, Chiqui. Creo que como nación, Belice, cuando hay un desastre natural, todos nos unimos porque somos humanos. Y siempre le rogamos a nuestro Señor Dios que nos tienda el manto para que todos nosotros podamos superar estos tiempos difíciles. Le rogamos a nuestro Señor que cuide a los guatemaltecos, sobre todo a esta gente que está sufriendo por este desastre natural. Le pedimos, Señor, que también cuides a los beliceños, que estamos luchando, pero también que tengamos humanidad en nosotros para poder entender qué es lo que pasa detrás o del otro lado de nuestra frontera. Este es un tiempo en el cual nos unimos como seres humanos para poder extenderle la mano a nuestros hermanos guatemaltecos que hoy sufren. Sabemos que pueda que tal vez, no lo deseamos, que algún día también nosotros nos encontremos de esta manera. Belice es un país que siempre enfrenta desastres naturales como huracanes. Guatemala, pues volcanes y erupciones y también terremotos. De todas maneras, siempre pedimos y clamamos por nuestros hermanos guatemaltecos.
Yep, and we are right in the center, Doc, like they say, split in the middle, because remember last year how many earthquakes hit Mexico last year?
Yeah.
They're like one after the other.
Sí, la Ciudad de México siempre ha sido, digamos, algo que le ha pegado también los terremotos a nuestros hermanos mexicanos. Ellos siempre han padecido estas cosas, pero son desastres naturales, la vida es así y desafortunadamente pues tenemos que enfrentarlos con la mejor cara, porque Diosito sabe lo que hace. Diosito sabe cuánto tiempo nos tiene acá y qué va a hacer de nosotros. Siempre por eso hay que tener la mente enfrente, en alto, y procurar voltear a ver las cosas del Señor, porque es importante para nuestra vida vivir una vida culta, una vida sana, a pesar de que sabemos que no somos perfectos. Todos cometemos errores y por eso somos humanos. Porque el que no comete error, yo creo que ya no es humano, es supernatural. Pero como somos humanos, cometemos errores y por eso necesitamos reconciliarnos con Dios.
I would like to thank you out there for understanding as well, because maybe there are things within your mind and you never really figure out that what you really think about. But, you know, thanks for understanding, man, you know. And then when the time comes for the referendum, we got the opportunity to go vote. You got the opportunity to vote yes or no. The Prime Minister said make people vote by their choice, right? That you use your conscience and you vote how you want to vote. But right now for this thing like Guatemala, make we just try stay off of that thing and say that, oh, this happened because the president bully or this and that, and make we just try stay off of that for right now, because it's not nice. People are dying, people are hurting, people are suffering. And got some people where they still not find it that.
That's
so
right.
It's a very, very sad situation. So when the time for the referendum, then we are vote with conscience, and that's good that the Prime Minister said that, you know, make people vote the conscience, make people vote how they want, you know, and tell them how to vote. You vote how you want,
That's
right?
A referendum is how people, religions feel and what they do. Nobody is coercing or twisting their arm to vote any other way. You know that? I mean, Said Musa said yes. Johnny said yes. The People's United Party, I don't know what they say. But, you know, people say and can do as they please. That's the beauty about Belize and the beauty about our democracy.
Yep. And the people who are saying no, they have the right to decide whichever way they want to go.
That's
and
right.
the ones who want to abstain, they have the right as well too.
Yeah.
Because in Guatemala, there was a small percentage came out, but they have the right to decide. When voting come, you decide if you want to vote, how you want to go,
Sorry.
or how you don't want to go. But it's time for us to go.
Yeah.
Entonces, últimos comentarios para hoy, Doc.
Entonces quisiera decir a todo el mundo que gracias por el tiempo que estamos acá. Discúlpeme, estoy afónico, resfriado y todas estas cosas, por eso estoy perdiendo la voz. Sin embargo, me mojé en la campaña. Son cosas, de todas maneras, les damos gracias a todos ustedes por escucharnos y darnos su tiempo. Y les seguimos viendo mañana.
Yeah, so we'd like to thank Raheem and Mark for the technical support today. We thank everybody who tuned in, and we thank you that had to left by your television set and you tuned in to YouTube. Thank you so much. Spread the word and share the link as well so that people can see us. And this show repeats at 9 o'clock tonight. If the good Lord so will, we will be back tomorrow. My name is Robert Cheque Usher, and Doc, we're gone for today, Doc.
Hasta la próxima.
Sugar City Morning Show.
Digicel new all-in-one prepaid bundles. For only $6, you'll receive 500 megabytes of LTE data, 60 minutes of talk, and 150 texts.
No, man. That
For
can't
$13,
correct.
receive an insane 1,200 megabytes of LTE data, 75 minutes of talk time, and
I've always
650
wanted a bundle
texts.
like that. I can't believe it.
Boy, I can't believe them bundles either. What?
You better believe it. Digicel's got everything you want, everything you need, all in one. With Digicel's new all-in-one prepaid bundles, you get no data, more talk,